Everybody, so I think I'm getting ready to start on the project that I've been talking about. And this is the dress form that I got. It's huge. And I had bought two. I bought this large one and then a little smaller one, maybe about yay big. And I got this around after Halloween when they were already clearing out all the stuff at Joann's. And as you could see, it has like a witchy bat type of design that they did, but it's just a foam 13-inch dress form, very big. And I've always wanted, a really nice large dress form in my room somewhere, but I don't have room for a full-size one. So I bought this and it was on clearance, I think 70 or 80% off, maybe even more. I didn't pay much for it. I don't think there's a price on here, so I'm not sure. I know it was at least a couple dollars, if that. So that's the dress form that I've been talking about. It is foam. And then I had gone to the dollar store because I wanted to find a really nice, like a candlestick or something. And I haven't been able to get to any thrift stores or anything. So, just my regular local store. So at the dollar store I found this, which I think might work out as a stand. But I still needed something on the bottom. So I have a couple of wooden plaques, and this one's square. This one is from AC Moore. I don't know how much it was, but I'm sure it wasn't much. So this is what I'm thinking. I know you might not get to see the whole thing. So I'm going to put that as my base, this, and then the dress form on top. So you can kind of see, and it gets huge. So now it's 13, maybe another 7 inches. Also, around that time when they were getting rid of their Halloween stuff, I picked up two of these on clearance, and they were regular $9.99. I believe I only paid about maybe $3 or $4, if that. These large wings that the kids can wear. So I picked up two because I always wanted to do just the wings altered, and then also add this to the mannequin, which, sorry about that noise, but can't help it. I'm using my phone to video. Anyway, the wings, no, I can't see because there's something on my screen. There. The wings fits perfectly on this particular mannequin, so I will be adding that to her as well. And then I share with you, and I just realized that the majority of these items is from Joann's, because this particular project paper is from Joann's. It's DCWV. It's a newer item that they have now, over where the paper, like 12 by 12s and all that is. They have a whole little section of rolls and, really fancy papers. So I had picked this up, and I had used my coupon on it because this was, I think it was regularly $5.99, and I might have gotten either 40 or 50% off of that. So, and it is kind of a thicker paper than I expected. It's kind of like thick wrapping paper, not the cheap stuff. But once you wet it with the Decoupage glue, it'll be more malleable. But I plan on covering, I think I'm just going to cover the whole thing with, bits and pieces of this all over instead of painting her. But I will be painting this. I don't know if I need to put any, I don't think I'll need to weigh it down because this is really light, and I know I'm going to add more to it, so I'm not sure if I need to fill this or not with anything. Once you put this base, it's going to make it less wobbly, so I might not even need to do that. So I just wanted to show you where I'm at. I'm also watching iZombie, which I love that show. Oh my god, I absolutely love how it's coming out. As you can see, this is just the front side. I kind of wanted to show you what I was doing. It's still a little tacky on the front. So I showed you the paper. I pulled off a big piece and put it to the side so that I could just keep ripping and tearing and then gluing it down. The only thing is, like I said, the paper is kind of thick, so you do have to soften it, and I just have my little water bottle and I spray both sides enough to dampen, and then use my Mod Podge. I'll just do one bit here and I'll show you what I'm doing here. I just got a brush. Hopefully Haley doesn't come around with her ball again. I'll have to ignore her. So you can cut as big or as small. And there she is again. Sorry for the interruptions, but she will keep crying until I give her, you know, what she wants. So I think the bottom is dry. Let me just cut a piece off here and do the side. Now with shapes like this, you kind of have to, you know, see how it's gonna fall so you don't get, I mean, I don't mind all the wrinkles, but you don't want too many wrinkles. So, because the glue won't get in there very well. So, just got my piece of paper here, and there's no straight edges, so I make sure that these straight edges, like this part here, is gone. Unless it's going to go in an area, why am I shaking this? Unless it's going to go in an area that you're not going to see it, like underneath something. So I'm just going to spritz it once just to get it more pliable. I had stepped away for a while, so that's why this is closed. So, and I'm just using this mat here because you can easily wipe off all the glue. So, just gonna see how I kind of like it, and I guess right there would be good. Now it's in a spot that's got that curve to it, so just gonna, I hope you can see this because I'm not even looking at the screen right now. And you might have to add more glue because it might dry up a little bit. And just get it on there, and see, it does get some wrinkles, but it's not too bad. So we're just going to keep adding wherever it may have dried. And you're also going to brush on the top and just get your hands dirty. I just take my hands, and luckily I don't have my nails on right now. And just, you know, kind of work some of those wrinkles and make sure all your edges are down, and that's pretty much it. So just one more time, and you just do that all over. And I still have places to cover, so there I don't have to use such a big piece. I could use smaller pieces, and I make sure that like the parts that I put close to the edge go around to the bottom, as you can see, and then that way I just cover one part. So that's pretty much all I'm doing. Doesn't take too long once you get going, but again, I have to I keep stopping because of Haley, and then of course I'm also watching a show at the same time. I really don't have, I'm not in a rush to get it done. I really want to just get that part done. Let me show you what I've done with the other piece so far. I have put on the base of the vase the E6000 here, and then put some hot glue, but I had put the glue, the hot glue, in the E6000 and put it down on this thing, and then realized that it wasn't, the E6000 wasn't completely making contact with the piece of wood, so I had to take it off, and I ended up breaking the wood because I guess it's thin enough, so there's a crack right there. But that's okay because I just put it back and put it without the hot glue first, press it down so that the glue would make enough contact with the wood, the E6000, and then just went with hot glue around the edge so that it has time to dry and doesn't move around at the same time. I'm not sure if you're going to see this, but, and I still got to paint this. I don't know what color I'm going to do this part here. I'm just going to continue, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back again. I finished the whole bodice, and it's gorgeous just by itself. And I've gone ahead and hot glued it down to the vase, and I first put hot glue on the rim, stuck down my bodice, and then went around again with hot glue all around. Now I know it doesn't look that great right now, and you could actually just do a little scene in there too if you wanted to, but I'm just going to paint it. I'm going to paint this whole piece with this as one. Okay, so I am back. Really happy with the results. I wasn't sure how the whole vase thing was going to look with this dress form, but now that it's painted and the base is painted and the dress form is covered with that gorgeous paper, I actually like the whole piece. But of course, you know, a lot of it's probably going to get covered up, you know, with fabric. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to lift it up, so that I could give her some kind of a skirt or dress or something, you know. So what I use for the base, for the color, I actually decided to go with a blue, and it's from Waverly Inspirations. I'm not sure if I got this from Walmart or, wait, let's see, this one. This has got to be from Walmart because this particular one is not. I think that is Joann's. Anyway, it's chalk paint. They both are. And it's called Pool. That's the number. And it's like, again, I think it's for Walmart. I have picked up several colors. Love these colors. Anyway, it's from Plaid, Waverly Inspirations. And all I had to do was put 2 coats of that color to get this finish. Let's see if you can see. And I will be adding like trim to cover that area there, probably some here too. And then the bottom part, I only did 1 coat of this color here from Folk Art. And that's chalk, and it's called Bavarian. And I only did 1 coat again. And I'm pretty sure this was Joann's because it was on clearance. So that's as far as I got. Okay, so I am back, and as you can see, I am finished. I meant to record parts of when I was putting on the fabric, but completely forgot. I was so excited to get this done that, yeah, I just didn't record any of those parts. But here it is, and as you can see, I had to hold my camera phone, or my phone, in order to show you because it is huge, and I am so excited. I have to put the flash on so that you could see. So the colors might be, well, they look okay, I guess. So anyway, also I got my nails on. So if you were watching and then all of a sudden, oh, look, she's got nails. It's because, yeah, I just started my 4-day vacation, so I wanted to get some other nails done. So there she is. It's kind of a Marie Antoinette inspired and angel inspired. So where do I start? You already seen this part here, and I try not to cover everything, so I left, you know, this part bare and also down here so it would still peek through. And then I may or may not add a little something else here, maybe flowers or something. I don't know, because this kind of covers it up. But what I did do is I started by building her dress, and I put about 4 layers of tulle underneath, even though all the fabric that I put kind of weighted down more. But with all the layers, it still gave me the effect that I wanted. I wanted that little, you know, poof here, like the dresses from Marie Antoinette's time. And what I did, it kind of hurt me a little because I took, like this particular piece here is actually like a little table runner, a vintage type that I had picked up a while ago. And I cut the 2 ends because it was kind of long and used it on 2 sides of this. So I'm going to try to turn this. So you can see there's 1 end on this side and then 1 on the other. And everything is hot glued. There was damage to one of these. I don't know where it went. I kind of hot glued it back into place. It was just that this part was coming apart. So it was just 1 little corner. Okay. So, oh, I did put pearl trim down here and there just to kind of finish it off because I didn't like how that looked without that. On top of this piece here, I added my fabric that I had found, where did I find this? It was a bolt. Oh, I think it was Tuesday morning Really gorgeous. It was 3 yards of it for $4.99 or $3.99, and I knew I wanted to use some gray in here. So I just put that on, and then I added this trim here, this a ruffled lace. And again, everything is just hot glued, so rough edge, not really that bad, but. And the way I attach it is I just hot glued to wherever I was going to put it and scrunched so that I would get that pleated or poofy effect. And I did that to all the layers. On this particular one, I put the lace after I had attached it. I wish I had done it like I did this one, which was before. Underneath this, on top of the gray one, is this piece of trim that was off of a dress. And it was like one circular piece that was attached with this corner. So it was like attached here and here. And it was just one big ring that looked like it came off of a dress. I don't even know where it came from, but anyway, I wanted to add blue, so I used that. I had it for a long time, and I kind of just draped it. You can see the unfinished area there, which I don't care because this is covering it. So I kind of just draped it so it's underneath, and just kind of peek under here. So then I added this fabric, which is, I love this color, like a vintage pink. And again, I had put the lace, the ruffled lace, before I put on this to the bodice. And here it goes, I try to bring it in a little more so it, you can see all the layers. And it starts here, and then it's one long piece that goes all the way to the other side, but I drape it by just lifting up the fabric and scrunching it down and putting it underneath. You can kind of see there, that's actually where I was trying to glue this bow. So you get that nice look like those dresses from the Marie Antoinette time. So then I layered this this piece here, which actually is half. It's one half on this side, one half on the other side. This is not easy. Here's the other side. And that was kind of like a little lace doily that Tammy has sent me, because we had just done a swap, and she sent me some trims. And this was one of those pieces, so I cut it right in half. I knew I wanted to use some pieces that people gave me, and this is a great way to use it and get to look at it. And it was like perfect, I got that nice little, because it was kind of like an oblong piece, I believe. I topped it off with this trim here, and then the Chinese braid. And later on, I decided to add these pearls. Now, all the pearls that you see here come from one strand that's on a spool from Hobby Lobby. And this whole thing, which is 8 yards, is only $2.99. And I got it for 50% off. So I love those things from Hobby Lobby. So I put 2 strands there. I used some of the bows that Tammy sent me. They are beautiful. I don't know where she got them, but I love them. So I put 2 here. One up here where the beads are hanging. They're actually attached together with that so that they stay put. Back to the back, right where I had scrunched the fabric. I even had done that to this where I kind of lifted, so everything is got the swag going on here. I made a seam binding bow out of 3 different colors of seam binding that I have. So it's 3 bows there, and then I topped it with a beautiful sequin bow that Tammy sent me. She sent me a few of them, so I'm glad she sent me more than one. But that is just gorgeous. So I took off the pin that was attached to that. I did attach my wings that I found at Joann's. It was a Halloween costume piece. I took off the straps and just put tons of hot glue and stuck it right on her back. I wanted to give her wings. Now with the same fabric here, I should have started with that part first. The torso part, I covered you know, with the fabric. And I just used hot glue and just kept pressing and pulling so I wouldn't get too many wrinkles. On top of that, I used this really pretty trim, which I think was also one of the pieces that Tammy had sent me, so that I have very little left. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. It's enough for another project, and I think I cut some pieces too that I'm saving. So thank you so much, Tammy, for those pieces that you sent me and the bows and everything. I really loved it, and I already started to use it. And I get to look at it every day because this is not going anywhere. It's going to stay right here in my room. So, yeah, and I did have to snip here and there just to give it the shape. And, you know, it was like perfect. That's all I needed. And I just love how, you know, you can still see the fabric and then that. So then up here, I just gave her some jewelry. This was a bracelet, I want to say from Joann's. This was a piece of bling chain. It didn't have any kind of hook or anything, so it is hot glued to the back. And then again, the 2 sets of beads that I just hot glued to the back because it's not an actual necklace. And then this piece here, I found at Walmart. This was my last one. I love these. They were on clearance when I got them a few years ago. And again, it was my last one, but look at where it's at now, so I could look at it every day. All right, so I believe that is it. My arm is killing me. I love the pop of blue and very shabby chic colors. And I really do love the gray in here. It's just perfect. Let me turn it around again. I kind of wish that this was on some kind of Lazy Susan. Maybe I'll just get a cheap one just so I can rotate it every now and then and look at the back, because the back is just as gorgeous with the wings. Love it. I could have put something there, but I don't know. Let's see. I had left out one bling. Nah, it's too much. Anyway, that's pretty much it. And it's really holding very well. I wasn't sure if I needed to put anything to weigh it down. It's very sturdy. It's not moving, so I'm glad about that. So that you know who, which is sleeping right here next to me, doesn't knock it over. Okay, everyone. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.